left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Meet Papua New Guinea's newest batch of police recruits. More than 200 future officers have been training here at Bamana in Port Moresby's outskirts for months.
We will teach you the basics of completing court files.
After they graduate in April, hundreds more will follow as PNG's Police Commissioner looks to bolster his forces to tackle more law and order challenges.
Yes.
We would like to see a 5-10 years time from now, a highly effective and efficient police force that is able to take on the challenges of today as well as the emerging challenges in the future.
And we have the prosecution.
When they graduate, they'll join about 6,000 officers across the country. While estimates of PNG's population vary, that's only about 50 officers per 100,000 people. In Australia, there's proportionally 5 times more.
We're losing members through retirement, through dismissals, through resignation, and through deaths, whilst the intent is to build up in the next 5 years to 10,000. It will take some time.
The country's significant internal security challenges were made abundantly clear just this weekend. In PNG's highlands in Enga province, about 50 tribesmen and mercenaries were ambushed and shot dead. It follows months of tribal fighting last year, supercharged by access to high-powered firearms. Police in the region say they need more resources and greater powers as more illegal arms reach remote villages in the country.
We've asked for a stronger police approach, especially in the face of firepower.
Last month, devastating riots killed more than 20 people nationally. 50 police officers are facing disciplinary action after allegedly encouraging looters.
It unravelled, many years of progress for us. But the best way we can approach it is to reinforce our accountability of what happened on that day, and we have been quite transparent and accountable as to the corrective measures we've taken.
Increasing the number of quality police and their resources in the nation's provinces is now a national priority. Enter Australia. The two nations have for decades had a policing relationship. About 40 Australian federal police work in PNG as advisors. In December, the two nations signed a major bilateral security agreement, billed as a way for Australia to support PNG's police and judiciary.
There's no secret that they have a number of security challenges in Papua New Guinea, and they've been allocating huge resources to try and uplift their own security sector. And as their primary security partner, it made complete sense for Australia to be part of that effort.
Although it may sound a bit trite to say, it's certainly true that PNG security is Australia's security. So if we have weaknesses in transnational crime, cybersecurity, policing, instability in Papua New Guinea is instability in the region, and this region is our region.
The finer details of a $200 million package that accompanied the agreement are still being worked out, but early announcements have included building police accommodation and improving training facilities.
That, importantly, won't just train Papua New Guinean police, it'll be available to the police forces of the Pacific. And I think that's an example of both of our countries supporting a Pacific family-first approach to security in the region.
But the agreement has a clear secondary aim. In the face of Beijing's growing influence in the region, in particular its security deals in Solomon Islands, the pressure has been on Australia to make sure PNG doesn't follow suit, especially as China is already a major economic player in the country.
It is deeply involved in the PNG economy, in the PNG's development program. It's pushing in to have a greater involvement in security. And so I think we have to say that China is in Papua New Guinea to stay. So Australia is trying to also cement its position, but China will be there.
Late last month, PNG's Foreign Minister Justin Tkachenko revealed PNG and China had early talks about a policing deal. In a media release, following another meeting between the two nations, Mr. Tkachenko's office confirmed they had discussions to progress projects initially agreed to in principle, including a policing cooperation MOU. The Foreign Minister has since gone to lengths to rule out a possible deal.
I want to make this crystal clear. There is no agreement between China and Papua New Guinea on any policing issue whatsoever.
We are their primary security partner, and we've been very clear that if there are any gaps in the PNG security where they need assistance, please come to Australia first and we'll fill them.
Australia's security presence here in Papua New Guinea has vast support across the country. In the Highlands, there's even calls for Australian boots on the ground. Analysts say regardless, China will continue to press PNG for its own security agreement.
I think absolutely we expect that China has these ambitions, they will continue to pursue them, and equally Australia will continue to try and preserve its position as the security partner choice.
We've been quite transparent and accountable to our cabinet as to the needs and the challenges. So if there is an opportunity for any member to assist us in addressing those challenges, we'd welcome those opportunities.